This Saturday, September 19th, Spontaneanation is part of the Los Angeles Podcast Festival. See the show perform the way we do it in the studio, either in person or via live stream, with special guests Craig Kakowski, Matt Gorley, Janet Varney, and Andy Daly. Get tickets to the live show or the live stream at lapodfest.com. Use code PFT for a live stream discount. Today's Spontaneanation is brought to you by Oxybump. All natural and unique, only Oxybump harnesses the power of oxygen to treat nasal congestion and sore throat. Their product line includes a children's cold and flu nasal spray, a sore throat spray, a hay fever allergy spray, and sinus congestion relief. Oxybump is infused with the finest sourced plant and mineral extracts and provides safe, non-addictive relief of congestion, allergies, cold, and sore throat. And it's available nationwide at Target. Just look for the bright and fun-colored boxes in the cough, cold, and allergy aisle. Or go to oxybump.com and enter code PFT20 for 20% off. Oxybump, oxygen-powered relief.
Welcome
to everyone, to the great and small, all creatures. Hey, if you're an animal and you figured out how to listen to a podcast, or you're trapped in a place where one is playing, I welcome you. Perhaps you'll be there long enough to develop an understanding of English. I hope so. I'm sick of this animals and human beings not sharing a common language. It was supposed to be Esperanto. Well, we did our part. A very tiny percentage of us. Animals? I have not met a single animal who has tried to communicate with me via Esperanto. Guys, do you even know what Esperanto is? Let me school you. Esperanto was supposed to be a universal language. Then we remembered, we have English. Oh, that's a burn on other non-English languages. The idea was, I guess this was the idea. Everyone across the globe was going to learn Esperanto. So they were going to put aside all other languages they were concentrating on. Learn Esperanto. I think we were all supposed to learn it at the exact same time. Or maybe some people were supposed to learn it faster to help out people who were learning it more slowly. Here's the two things I know about Esperanto. There was a movie shot entirely in Esperanto starring William Shatner. Can I tell you the name of that movie? No, I sure can't. That's where you come in. We're a great team, you and I. I give you 7/10 of an idea, and then you look up the rest. The other thing I know about Esperanto, the credits to Elvis Costello's album Blood and Chocolate were in Esperanto. Here's an Esperanto word for you. Vocage. That means vocals. Thanks, Elvis Costello. Not his real name. That's right. He's hiding behind a false name. As so many scoundrels throughout history have done, am I accusing Elvis Costello of war crimes? I don't know. Has he committed any war crimes? I didn't say he committed war crimes. I'm just saying... Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think war crimes people, they always use their real names. And you know what? Kudos to you, war crimers, for owning it. That's right. Although, Adolf Hitler, right? Changed his name. Did he change it or did his family change it? Oh, I wish there was some way to find out information about Hitler. Is there anything online? I haven't checked the Hitler wiki. Oh, I don't think I mentioned Hitler that much. I think just enough. What am I, Andy Kindler over here? Inside joke for friends. Not that inside. If you've heard of Andy Kindler, you've certainly heard that he mentions Hitler an awful lot. Andy, how are you? I hope you're okay. I haven't seen you in a while. There's no way he's listening to this. But you know what? If you're listening to this, tell Andy that I mentioned him and that I spoke of him fondly and
mentioned his name and Hitler's in the same breath. I think the second thing is what he'll be most excited about. Guys, that took a detour that left some people out. And that's not what this show is all about. This show, I think, is about alienating most people. That's what this segment is for. To weed out the people that don't deserve to listen to this show. Ladies and gentlemen, for good or for ill, this is Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. Playing the piano over there? Why, it's none other than Mr. Eban Schletter. That makes me laugh every time. This is a show. It's just a silly-ass show, you guys. Are you looking to solve the world's problems? Go listen to Radiolab. That's what that show's all about, right? Solving the world's problems. And sound effects. This show is just a silly show. I have a special guest here. I'm going to have a freeform chat with this fellow. And then later on, I will introduce you to some improviser pals of mine. And we are going to make up a fun narrative story. There you go. That's my verbal compact and contract. They kind of mean the same thing. One is a more old-timey way of saying it. Like knights and shit. Those guys go around lifting up their visors like, we have a compact. Did you feel like you were there in medieval times? I pride myself on my vocal history impressions. Guys, it is now time to introduce you. It really, truly is now time to introduce you to my special guest. This gentleman, perhaps you know him as David Rosen on Scandal. It's kind of a hit TV show, guys. I don't have a TV, Paul. Get out! TV's great. I will brook no argument. I don't care if you're a knight. Wow, got derailed in an introduction. This gentleman is also one of my colleagues from the late lamented Thrilling Adventure Hour, which lives on in all our hearts. And in iTunes. You can still download those episodes. They didn't take them away. They put them all onto a gold record and launched them into space. One of my favorite references of all time, and I'm officially retiring it right now. Just wanted to reach 100 with the gold record sent into space. Ladies and gentlemen, derailed twice in an intro, unprecedented for me. Please say hello to Mr. Joshua Malina. Joshua!
Paul?
Joshua or Josh? People call you Josh, but
Yes.
your professional name is Joshua Malina.
That is true. First time I was listed in credits, I had to decide, and I went with the name my parents gave me.
No Larry Fishburne you.
No.
He was credited as Larry Fishburne
That is true.
in I think one of his more serious roles.
I met him in a steam room naked. That's the whole anecdote.
What more needs to be said, really?
Nothing more.
Did you guys chat?
It was awkward.
Sure.
Yes.
Did you each expect to have the steam room to yourselves? And that was the awkwardness?
I think I was with a mutual friend. I don't steam room a lot with friends, never since. But we ran into
Scarred for life.
Lawrence Fishburne, and he introduced me. Mm-hmm. And I don't like being introduced to new people when I'm naked.
I don't think you should, I don't think a steam room is a place for introductions at all.
No.
I don't think you acknowledge that there are other people in the room. I think you sit there in the steam, and then you get out.
That's the correct thing to do. And I was wearing glasses in the steam room, metal glasses, and they were searing into my flesh. Those are the things I remember.
Reminds me of a classic Friends episode. Our old friend Chandler up to his usual tricks. Josh, I have a question for you from our previous guest.
Who is that, or is that not relevant?
I bet you'd like to know,
I
and
would.
maybe the listener would like to know as well, in which case I would refer you to previous episodes of Spontaneanation. Hours of listening pleasure await you. Josh, last week's guest asks you this.
So you're not going to tell me?
Nope.
Oh.
If you could eat all the dessert and never have any ill effects, but all you could eat is dessert, would you?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have to think deeply on that. Yeah, I have a big sweet tooth.
Right.
Sure, but I don't like to overdo it. The ill effects being weight gain, artery clogging, that type of thing. That concerns me.
Also, feeling terrible. Has that ever happened?
Yes, but that sits okay with me. I can gut through that. It's the health effects and the visual that I'm more concerned about.
But you would, let's say the one ill effect is you could eat a whole pie. It's not going to affect your weight. It's not going to affect your health. But
I'm going to feel terrible.
You'll feel the effects of eating a whole pie.
I'll take it. Yeah.
And would you eat a whole pie?
Absolutely.
Have you ever eaten a whole pie?
I'm not such a the answer is probably yes. I can't remember offhand, but I can eat tremendous amounts of ice cream.
You can't remember offhand if you've eaten a whole pie.
Perhaps I've never eaten a whole pie, but an ice cream pie.
Oh,
and just ice cream itself in sheer quantity is my thing.
I will say of all the sweet things, I have a sweet tooth as well. I also have a savory tooth. Maybe I just like to eat food. Of all the sweet treats, ice cream might be number one for me. Is your number one?
Absolutely number one. I was also raised by parents who would seasonally they would go to Baskin Robbins.
Wait, I know this story.
Do you?
Why do I know this story?
I don't know.
It was a certain type of ice cream.
Yes. Every, I guess, winterish season, they make eggnog ice cream.
Yes.
And my parents would purchase it in the container out of which the store sells ice cream to incoming customers, which is a 3-gallon...
A drum.
A 3-gallon drum, right. And we had a second freezer whose sole purpose was to house a 3-gallon or multi-3-gallon drums of eggnog ice cream.
More than one?
Yes, because it's not going to be on sale maybe 3 weeks from then. Yeah.
And so this would last the family how long?
Can't remember, but not that long.
Would you have it every day?
Yes.
Multiple times a day?
Possibly, yeah. When I was a kid, I ate a lot of ice cream.
I love, though, that the whole family agreed. This is we all love this.
To no one.
We all love this.
Yeah. 20 years from now, you can talk about it on a podcast.
Okay,
but let's keep this. Yeah.
It's been unsealed.
Yeah, exactly. So don't show the ice cream freezer to guests.
Is that true?
No, I might be making that up. But it was our secret shame. It may not have been explicit.
You didn't go out of your way to tell people this is what we do.
No, lest someone say, "Can I try that?" Yeah.
Try that meaning try the ice cream or try that scheme?
No, may I have some? We weren't looking for a can I have a bowl full?
So during eggnog ice cream time,
sure.
When you had it in the house, on the premises.
Right.
Would you eat it in front of other people?
I think not. I think it was just our own thing. By the way, flash forward to maybe I have a 17-year-old daughter.
Sure.
I think when she was 6 or 7, so about 10 years ago, Thanksgiving, had Thanksgiving at my house, and then went a couple miles away to my sister-in-law's house for the dessert portion, and I had gotten a couple half gallons of eggnog ice cream from Baskin Robbins.
Sure.
Because I knew my parents and my dad in particular would be excited. Mm-hmm. And so then at a certain point...
Oh, wait, so I'm sorry. So they stopped this practice at a certain point, right?
That is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it with that they were not able to do it anymore? Or
I think they live in a smaller house that can't house the secondary ice cream freezer.
And that's the only reason. Otherwise...
I think that's the primary reason, yeah. So anyway, at the end of this dessert session, my father and I were eating. My father and I were eating.
I call it to order.
He and I were on our own consuming a half gallon of eggnog ice cream out of the container. My daughter walks in and in front of everybody, including some people that I don't know particularly well, said, "Oh, great. Looks like it's going to be another night of diarrhea and whining." Yeah. Oh, I'm getting hot actually just remembering. I'm actually blushing. I don't think I've ever been more embarrassed. I just did one of those. My daughter, folks. Isn't she cute?
Did she like the ice cream? Did you ever try it?
No. It's not her thing.
Oh, she's tried it, didn't like it.
I think so, yeah.
Does she like sweets in general?
My daughter is a huge dessert eater.
And so this is a thing that you guys bond over.
Yes. Although she's pastry, pie, she probably has eaten an entire
More
pie.
cakey, flaky thing.
Yes.
Cakey, flaky.
Yeah, cakey. She's very cakey, flaky. Always has been.
Is your wife a big ice cream fan? Real? No sweets?
No, occasional. She's altogether, I think, in life generally moderate and self-controlled, whereas I am not. I eat until it hurts.
Yes, of course. What other way to eat is there?
How do you know when to stop if you're not in pain?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, this is empty. I guess I should stop eating it. Do you feel that is a thing that you are raised with, or it's just some people are just born that way, that they're like, oh, I can have a little bit of this and leave it alone?
I think it is, I don't know if it's nature or nurture, but I know that my dad and his brother were always big eaters.
Right.
Side anecdote. They're both...
Ooh, an essay.
Yeah, they're both looking very good now. At a certain time in their lives, they were being fitted for tuxedos for a fancy bar mitzvah, I believe they were attending. Gentleman, tailor, it was a whole bespoke situation.
Sure.
A lot of measuring going on, all the different things. And then the guy called back, 2 tuxedos, size tremendous.
No.
And that is a real story that happened.
Size tremendous.
Yes. You'd think at a certain point, you could eyeball a size tremendous and it wouldn't take a lot of measuring, but it was a lot of fine-tuning that led to that.
What? Why?
Can we start again with a different question and a whole other podcast?
This is size tremendous. Did they think it sounded complimentary?
I know it certainly was seared into both my dad and my Uncle Mike's
It's seared into my mind now.
minds. Yeah.
Size tremendous.
Yeah, that one stayed with them.
Oh, is the next step up unbelievable?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow. And so did that set into motion for them a change in habits? Was that a catalyst of sorts or no?
Yes, although an up and down type situation, which I also have. Interestingly,
As do I.
we also keep kosher. So there's an element to our eating which is very strict and self-controlled, and then an element that really isn't.
Is that...
So while nary a prawn will pass our lips, we will eat 1.5 gallons of ice cream at a sitting.
But is that Baskin-Robbins eggnog ice cream, is that kosher?
Yes, there are. I think Baskin-Robbins has a hechsher, which is to say an imprimatur of some rabbi or someone dressed as a rabbi who is willing to say your ice cream is kosher. Although I have a vague recollection that Rocky Road was a carved out exception because its marshmallow product, perhaps in quotation marks, had gelatin in it.
Sure, of course.
Though since the conservative movement has decided that gelatin is somehow so processed and far removed from its original animal origin that it is kosher, allowing those of us in the conservative movement to enjoy Altoids.
Who says religion does not engage with science? That's a perfect example.
There you go.
Perfect example. Pope Francis saying there's global warming, and now the Jews saying, guess what? This shit is not even food anymore.
Exactly.
Eat as much as you want. Nothing in the Bible says you can't eat non-food.
Knock yourself out.
If there's one sweet thing, is there a particular flavor of ice cream that you could eat to the exclusion of all other flavors?
Mint chocolate chip ice cream from Baskin-Robbins.
So good. Mint chocolate chip is so good.
Can I tell another story of gluttony?
I wish you would.
Noah Emmerich,
Sure.
fine actor.
I just saw him on the stage recently in the Qualms in New York. Yeah.
Bruce Norris play.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great. It was terrific. He was terrific. The whole cast was terrific. After the show, we saw some of the cast members in the lobby. Went up to one of them and said, "Hey, you were terrific." She said, "Oh, thank you so much." went outside, and one of the guys who was like one of the big leads of the show, standing out on the sidewalk, my friend and I walked up to him and said, "Hey, congratulations, that was terrific. You were terrific in the show." And he said, he shook our hands and said, "Thank you," but in such a confused way that we were later saying to each other, "Was that the guy or not?" Because he said thank you in a way that he knew what we were talking about, but it seemed strange to him that we would say this at all.
Even given the just outside the theater.
Just happened. Just happened.
Post-theater interaction altogether is awkward, and I don't like it.
Do you know what I like to do?
Yes.
After I've performed on the stage, after I've trod the boards, and someone sees me outside, I've taken off my grease paint, and I'm in my dressing gown with the towel wrapped around my neck. And someone says, "Your performance tonight was transcendent." I will usually place my hand over my breast and say, "Thank you." That's all you have to do.
That's closure.
Yeah. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
And you are no stranger to the stage. You've been on Broadway.
That is true.
Exciting?
Thrill of a lifetime.
Would you do it again?
In a second.
When's the last time you've done a play?
The last time I've done a real play, I don't even know.
That long ago, really?
Probably 10 years ago. I did a lot of little theater for free in LA or for $25 a week when I first moved here. And then I haven't in a long time. It was a combination of daddyhood made me feel like doing a play just means I'm working whenever the kids are going to bed, and I treasure that time. And then also the grinding responsibility of having to make a living. Those two things have kept me from the stage. But I would love to do a play. Although, to my shock, I feel like I've reached the thing where that sounds scary to me.
Really?
That was what I came up doing and thinking that's what I was going to do for a living. And then I did the one play on Broadway and naively thought my theater career had begun. But I wasn't able to get another job. And then I moved from New York to LA and started working, up and down, roller coaster style, but largely on TV. And I remember people used to say, "Oh, I haven't done a play in so long. I don't know if I've lost my chops or that sounds nerve-wracking." I always thought, how could you ever? But now it sounds nerve-wracking to me. Although I would like to do it, but just because I haven't, I know the idea of having to know lines the day after.
Right.
You did them. I've gotten very good at uploading and immediately downloading lines. And
you work in television and film. You're getting a script the night before, and you're doing it scene by scene. So it's not like you don't have to have all of your lines memorized for the same day.
Correct. Nor do I ever.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a very makeup chair, last minute kind of guy.
So it's a lot to hold in your head for that amount of time. Is that the chief worry, or is it like?
I think it is. I'm embarrassed to say, but if I'm to be candid, I think that's it. Like, do I still have that capability? Yeah.
What's did you have a speech recently that you had to give in anything that was like a challenging amount of words to learn?
Like on camera, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, occasionally I've had some sizable chunks that Shonda will write in Scandal.
Shonda
but I don't feel but I feel no pressure whatsoever there. And as a result of, I think, the lack of pressure, I am very good with lines. I don't forget my dialogue a lot, and I learn it last second. But I don't feel any pressure because you just do it a second time, or you get it and try it or whatever, So
I think you could still do it.
I suspect I could, but I think
Please take a drink right now.
Thank you. I can remember when I did A Few Good Men on Broadway, which I would ultimately do.
Wait. Let them applaud at home.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I played very small roles originally and understudied 3 of the roles. And the first time I had to go on, I remember walking by the stage door and thinking I could just walk out there, give up being an actor. I remember at the time being very, very nervous then.
Right.
Just like, I don't have to do this.
Right. I could just leave and ruin everything.
Right. Just the raw fear of it all. But I didn't. And it turned into a great thing. And I took over one of the roles for the last, I think, 8 months of the run. And it was fantastic. So I would like to do it again. And I imagine I could. But I remember also that raw fear.
Right. Never forget it.
No.
Josh, very, very quickly before I let you go, as a devout Jewish person, is it difficult to work for someone named Shonda?
Well, Shonda, ironically, is the Yiddish word for a disgrace.
This is why I asked.
A scandal, if you will.
Is that the title in Israel? That would be
presumably
that would
is.
be amazing.
Additionally, for Bible codists, the
Where are my BCs out there?
what the sort of black ops hidden secret cabal that really runs things in the Washington D.C. posited by scandal is called B613. The number of mitzvot or commandment in the Torah, 613.
What does that mean? What?
I don't know. No, the Torah, the
Yes.
5 books of
No, I
Moses.
know what that is, yes.
613 mitzvot, which are the commandments that really devout.
Oh,
I don't know
I'm
if
sorry.
I can't put myself in the devout category, though. I
Sure.
appreciate you trying. Orthodox Jews attempt to fulfill these 613 commandments. And in Scandal, the name of the group, the black ops part of the government that runs things, is called B613. So all I'm really saying, and taking far too much time to do it, is that there are a couple weird Jewishy things in Scandal.
Well, look, I'm no conspiracy theorist, but there's some fucked up shit going on there. Josh Malina, thank you so much. This is September 14th when people are hearing this.
A mere 10 days away from the premiere of Scandal Season 5.
I knew you would know. Guys, get ready, gladiators. Because it's, I know these things. Because it's coming back. All your favorites. David Rosen, Mrs. Scandal, the Trouble Twins.
Yes.
Hashem. And of course, Dastardly Dave. All right. We will take a break. When we return, we will have a location for our improv from Joshua Malina, and we will meet our improvisers. All this and nothing else when Spontaneation returns. Take it away, Ad.
Hi, sleepyheads. This episode of Spontaneanation is brought to you by Leesa, L-E-E-S-A, Leesa. It's like a name. It's like a person's name, but then it's also the name of the company. It sounds like a person's name, but it's a company name. Maybe the company was named after a Lisa with an unusually spelled Lisa name. We'll never know because Lisa refuses to release that book of Lisa trivia I've been begging them for. We've gotten off track. Lisa has done away with the awkward mattress showroom experience. That is where you have to go into a mattress store and you have to lie on the mattress there in public under fluorescent lights, people walking around. You're never going to get a sense of the mattress because you're self-conscious the whole time. And I tell you what, if that's the way you live, like you're like, oh, that's a perfect experience for me because at home I have fluorescent lights on when I'm trying to sleep and there's people walking around. Well, good for you, you weirdo. Stop listening to this ad and my podcast forever. Lisa has created a luxury mattress that is ordered completely online and ships for free to your doorstep, compressed in a box the size of a mini fridge. Now, a mini fridge box is just a little bit larger than a mini fridge. So now you have an idea of how big that is. It's a 10-inch mattress. It comes in all sizes. It is crafted with 3 unique foam layers for cooling, supportive, comfort. And I have one of these mattresses, and it's great. My wife and I were thrilled to get this mattress, and we discovered immediately, wow, this is much better than our old mattress, which we had paid a lot of money for. And we did the whole showroom thing, and I think we got taken for a ride. I think we were a couple of real rubes in that mattress store. Oh, and by the way, in real life, that mattress store isn't there anymore. So I don't know. Maybe we were it's like the Spanish prisoner con. Lisa gives you 100 nights to try your mattress risk-free. If you buy this mattress, will you be suspended over a pit of snakes? No. Risk-free. Also, and this is a cool thing, Lisa is like the Tom's shoes for mattresses. For every 10 they sell, they donate 1 to a shelter. That is just decency. Go to leesa.com, Leesa.com/PFT and enter promo code PFT at checkout to get $75 off. Guys, I just want you to sleep better. Sleep like me. Hey, do you have hair on your face or your head or your body? Well, then this ad is for you. Shaving can be uncomfortable. You got razor burn. You got nicks. Nicks. Not Stevie Nicks either. Although she's not going to help shave you. Maybe she will. I don't know. Let's ask her. On top of all this stuff, this uncomfortable stuff, it can be outrageously expensive. That is the truth, by the way. Razor blades are priced crazily. It's a price beyond rubies. That's why it's great that there's Harry's. Harry's blades are about half the price of the other big branded blades, the Triple Bs, and they ship for free to your front doorstep. Paul, I don't have a front doorstep. It's a figure of speech. Don't be willfully obtuse when I'm talking to you about Harry's razor blades. Harry's razor blades are better. The first blades were made in Germany, and Harry's liked them so much, they just bought the entire factory there. Now, that's a very impressive sounding story. Here's what you don't know. They bought the company for $1. They just had to spend the night there because it was haunted. It was a haunted factory. It has no effect on the blades, though. Listen, why pay $32 for an 8-pack of blades? Just saying that out loud makes me angry. It's half the price at Harry's. And with Harry's, you get a better shave that respects your skin or your face or your legs and your wallet. Are you shaving your wallet? You could. That's how good the blades are. If you have like a weird hairy wallet made of some animal skin and you're like, that seemed like a good idea at the time. Now I wish I had a normal wallet. Why don't you try your Harry's razor and shave your wallet? What's the worst that could happen? And you don't have any plexiglass cabinet that you have to go ask permission to get opened. That is mortifying. What do they think people are going to do? Just let people buy the razor blades, but then they're so expensive. Just go to Harry's, get them delivered to your door. Everything's delivered now, guys. Harry's Starter Set is an amazing deal. For $15, you get a razor, moisturizing shave cream, and 3 razor blades. And with promo code PFT, you get $5 off of that for an even more amazing deal. And listen, Harry sent me a razor. It's lovely. It's like, it looks nice. It feels good in your hand. It's an elegant, sleek design that you'll be happy that you have. It's not a weird color like a child's toy, like some razors are. That's embarrassing. It makes you feel like a child when you're trying to shave your face. And then you're like, oh, I'm a grown man. Who am I? Who needs that identity crisis when you're just trying to shave? Men, women, we all need razors that shave well. Harry's razors and blades also make great gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, graduation. Oh, that's a good graduation gift because it's like, hey, you're a grown-up now. Start removing hair from you. Go to harrys.com now, and Harry's will give you $5 off if you type in my coupon code PFT with your first purchase. If you get someone else to type it in for you, I bet it'll still work. Just don't tell them. That is harrys.com, coupon code PFT at checkout for $5 off. Start shaving better today. Tomorrow at the latest.
What? We did come back? It wasn't an empty promise? The show didn't end with that ad? No, it didn't. And here we are. Guys, it's time to welcome our Make Things Up pals to the show. These 3, they've all been on the show before. I adore each and every one of them equally. We'll not have any fights on this podcast. Sitting to my right. Seated,
as always.
Seated at my right hand. That's right.
This is the third time it's happened.
That's
so
right.
That means it's always.
She called same seats on her first appearance, and it holds to this day. She is the Rana half of the Rana and Beverly podcast and live show. Please say hello once again to Jessica Chaffin.
Hello, Paul. Thank you for having me once again on your program.
Jessica, it's always my great pleasure. We had off mic. We had a further conversation about ice cream.
Oh, that's all I can think about now.
Me too. Me too. I haven't had lunch yet.
I'm a nut. I'm an ice cream nut.
You're a self-described ice cream nut.
I am.
Do you like ice cream with nuts in it?
Sometimes I do like a sort of Swiss chocolate almond or something like that. But it has to be a toasted almond.
Of
Never
course.
a walnut. Can you imagine? How gross would that be?
No. My mother's favorite ice cream was butter pecan.
Yes, my mother was the same. And also
Really?
rum raisin. She liked that too. But butter pecan. I was a butter crunch from,
Oh, sure.
from Friendly's. Yeah.
I'd rather crunch than pecan any day.
Yeah, I mean, but my mother loved butterscotch. And I always am like, when I see a sundae bar, I'm like, do they have butterscotch? But caramel has completely eclipsed butterscotch.
For you.
No, in the world.
In the world. Oh, yeah.
It's like butterscotch never existed.
Butterscotch, I think, my mouth
It's
is
been
actually
wiped.
watering.
It's been wiped off the face of the planet.
Butterscotch
And
pudding.
no one's talking about it.
Guys, butterscotch pudding,
I bought some last week,
so good.
and I hadn't bought any in like 30 years. Or maybe ever before, because it was
30
I didn't ever
years.
buy things at that time.
That's right. You were a wee child.
Yes, but Swiss Miss butterscotch pudding. But that's not what I bought. I bought
Oh, like those
Whole
packs?
Foods. Yeah, I bought Whole Foods. I had a bite, and I was like, whatever.
But restaurant butterscotch pudding? Guys, come on. You if you see it on a menu, get it.
But what about hot pudding versus cold pudding?
Oh, that's a story. That's
Another
a debate for another time.
Another time.
Seated across from Jessica, this guy. What? What is that reaction?
Oh, I got faked out.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking at you.
I just,
Did you think I was doing a double fake out?
I heard
Seated
cross and I got excited.
Across, yeah.
Very tense on this side of the table.
You never know.
We're just here waiting.
Seated across from the gentleman seated across from Jessica is Chris Tallman.
It was a fake out.
Now the audience has a clear view in their mind of where everyone is and what they look like and what they're wearing.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You've been on several times. Mm-hmm. This marks your what number appearance? Do you know?
I have not kept track. I'm going to say it is my second.
You're probably right.
Okay.
How have you been since the last time I've seen you?
Things are good. So I can chime in on the ice cream talk. My wife,
Sure.
my wife's family did the same thing as Josh's, except it wasn't eggnog. It's daiquiri ice. It's a summer
Daiquiri ice?
It's apparently just a Baskin Robbins summertime. It tastes like rum. I don't know why you would like that ice cream, but she has a crazy thing for it. It's like blue and it has sort of a sherbety quality to it. It's not creamy. It's more kind of crystally.
It's just 1,000% chemicals.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So it's kosher.
It's not found on God's earth. Yeah.
I bought whiskey ice cream that has whiskey infused in it the other day because I was at Gelston's and they
The
were
red and white packaging?
they
The-
were just
the-
pushing these pops of some kind that were like
whiskey pops.
that were like Bourbon Street chocolate and then like a naughty margarita popsicle and whatever. And I literally was like, I'm the target demo for this, like all of my favorite things. And then I texted Denbo about it and she was like, so who are you, Bridget Jones? And I was like, you know what? I'm not her, but I'm not liking the way she does things.
Seated across.
I'm sorry for wasting your time.
That's quite all right. Seated across from that anecdote, this gentleman, another of my Thrilling Adventure Hour colleagues. It is a pleasure to welcome him back to the show. One half of the We Got This podcast with co-star Mark Agliardi. His name? Hal Lublin.
That's me.
Hey, that's
Hey,
me.
What? Ice cream, guys.
Hal, do you eat ice cream?
I love ice cream. In fact, two quick things. Number
Sure.
one, when
so
Has
much
an ice cream
passion.
story.
I
There's
have
so
it
much
written down
passion
on
in this room.
cocktail napkin, I have a set list here, stuff to talk about before we start. When Malina said mint chocolate chip, I breathed a sigh of relief, because that is my favorite flavor.
Ditto.
And we also covered it on our podcast a few months ago, best ice cream flavor.
All
mint chocolate
time.
chip.
Yeah.
All time.
What's better than mint chocolate chip?
It's perfect.
You know
it's
what?
perfect.
It is, but McConnell's peppermint stick, I would invite you to try it on a seasonal basis.
Deal. Let's go.
That McConnell's ice cream is good.
It's the kind.
It really is good.
There's something about the texture and the flavor and the sweetness and also the mintiness that it's actually just feels wonderful to. It's like taking a bath.
Yeah.
It feels good to your body to eat it.
Okay,
It's not.
refreshing.
guys. I'm afraid that we're all doing this on an empty stomach, and it's taking us down a bad road.
I apologize. I apologize.
So let's
I apologize.
get into I mean, because it's not that I don't want to. It's not that I don't want to keep talking about this because I do, but it's really that I want to eat a pint of ice cream right now.
I wonder what our scenes are going to be about.
We are about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to start our narrative improv. We're going to tell one story over the course of the next 2 segments, and to aid our storytelling, we have these sound effects. Now, if a scene is happening, and then we want to cut to another scene that's happening at the exact same time, you will hear this sound effect. Cut to, whoosh, side to side, right? If we want to flash back, someone's having a memory or we're finding out the backstory of something that's happening to a character, we will hear this flashback sound. Now you notice that's kind of going backwards. Flashback. Oops, there we go. If we wish to return to the present day or we want to go into the far future, you'll hear this flash forward sound. Now you notice that goes up, it goes forward, flash forward. There are sound effects and they are controlled by the improvisers. Anyone can initiate them at any time. And will all be scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. Oop, didn't do it that time. Ladies, don't go too late. Too late. You don't say hello after the conversation has already started. That's a real etiquette rule, guys. All right, it is time now to reveal our location provided to us by Mr. Joshua Malina. And that location is... We'll see if ice cream figures into this at all. The little-known 10th Circle of Hell. The little-known 10th Circle of Hell. We take you now to the little-known 10th Circle of Hell. Hot. Hot today.
Yeah. It was hot this morning, too.
I feel like it's probably going to be hot all day.
You know, I want to change the subject, but we're sort of mandated to just make small talk.
Yeah. It's a weird circle.
Yeah. You got socks on today?
Yeah, 2.
Oh, all right.
2.
Okay.
You, socks?
2. Mine are white.
Mine too. I think that's standard issue.
Hey, I'm sorry I tried to sleep with your wife.
Oh, I don't know if that's small talk. It's a little bit.
Keep it on the surface.
Yes. Okay.
Sorry.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi. How are you, Marge?
Good. Hi.
Hi, Margaret.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you.
Great weather, huh?
I'm wearing white socks.
I noticed. Nothing else. Welcome to hell.
Margaret, you know Jonathan?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
We've met.
I do is what I said to you, sweetie.
That's right.
Careful.
That's right. What? Oh, is that okay?
And
I
It's
would-
getting too personal.
I would
for
have.
me.
Oh, I would have thought
Sorry
that kind
about
of
that.
behavior was encouraged here. I apologize.
I had fun officiating the wedding.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't that so fun how you could just go online and it was like not a big deal, and you were so smart about that.
Well, the internet is pretty cool.
I know, but you are the one who found it. I mean, you just said, "Let me Google this," or whatever it was, or Bing. I think you're a Bing guy.
You can do a lot of stuff on the internet. You can do a lot of stuff on the internet. Sure can.
And you know, if I actually had filled out that certificate, it probably would be a real marriage. Would have been.
Would have been.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, Golgotha, did you?
She's so nosy.
I just want to see where it's going. Normally, I would say this falls outside of small talk. But you've drawn me in with your triangle of drama. Yes.
Permission to speak, ma'am?
Question in the quarter.
Yeah. It's not a question so much as a statement. I'm kind of surprised you guys didn't know down here that our marriage was not actually legal. It turns out we didn't find that out until after we died, of course.
It's still a marriage.
Well, in name only, I suppose.
Well, we lived it like it was a marriage.
Yeah, we sure did.
We ended up hating each other. I used to do comedy on Sunday nights.
Really?
There was like a mom's comedy night.
Oh my God, you were so great.
It was so fun. We do it on Sunday night. It was a cafe during the day, so it was the kind of thing where you'd have brunch there, and then you'd end up that
great.
night, and there you were on stage.
She had this
living your
227 bit.
dreams.
It was hilarious. She could do all the different.
I sure would like to go back in time and see what that was like.
Oh, sure. I bet you would. Welcome, everyone, to Momedy on the Strip. It is now time to...
Can I get some more hollandaise?
Okay, you can just ask your server in a reasonable tone because there is a show going on, and even though I'm the MC,
I never got any hollandaise.
Okay, look, I'm technically part of the show. I'm the MC, so I have to...
Order up 23.
Okay, I don't know why he has a microphone. That seems counterproductive to the show. Anyway, welcome to Clifton's Cafeteria. We are now going to start our show. Please welcome, she's a regular here at Momedy.
the crowd! You should warm us up before you bring out a performer. Get us warm.
Okay, well, hey, who out there likes ice cream?
Waiting on that hollandaise.
Ice
What?
cream, order up.
Oh, no, I'm not ordering ice cream. Hold on. Oh, well, thank you very much. I guess I'll eat this ice cream here on the stage. That was very fast.
Nobody wants to hear you eat into a microphone.
Okay.
We hate those mouth sounds.
Well, everyone seems pretty warm. I'd like to bring on our featured performer this evening. She is a mom. She does comedy, so a warm Momedy welcome for Margaret Atwood, not the famous one.
Hey! Hi! Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming. So many familiar faces. How's everyone doing tonight?
You look great.
Robert
Thank
Bridegroom.
So guess what, guys? This isn't going to come as much of a surprise, but I was driving my kids to school on Friday morning.
Oh, familiar.
I have a car.
Sorry, Margaret. Just one. Guys, if you could just, everyone, stop yelling out. You don't need to confirm the premises. She's just doing her act. So just let her.
I
Sorry,
can
Margaret.
handle
Sorry.
myself.
I know.
Up
I'm
here.
just.
If I can, that's like so misogynistic that you would even step in on my behalf and try and defend me.
Wait, for me?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, boo, patriarchy.
Oh, what? Okay, well, I'm
This
sorry.
is Momedy, not youity.
Oh, you burnt.
So there I was. And my kids were making me late.
She was pretty good.
I barely got to do my 227 impression on that night, I recall. But when we got to it, it was good.
Oh, my
It was
gosh.
good. I love Marla Gibbs. We always had that in common.
Yeah,
She's a treasure.
Is she down here?
Golgotha, I am not surprised to hear that you're a Marla Gibbs fan.
Well, you could see my T-shirt, I guess. Marla Gibb Fan Club official president.
I feel like you and I have had such a hard time connecting since I got here, and this is a good day.
It is a good day.
Yeah.
Normally the job wants me to keep a little distance away from people, but I feel like you and I are really forging a path as two women.
We ladies got to stick together.
Yeah, sisters are doing it for themselves.
That's exactly right, Golgotha.
Hey, Golgotha?
Yeah, in the corner.
Yeah, it's still me. It's still just me here.
Is that how I remember names?
Okay, what's my name?
In the corner.
Wait, what's that?
In the corner. In a.
No, my name's
Corner?
not Inna.
Corner.
It's not in a corn.
In a corn.
Unicorn.
Unicorn.
No.
Unicorn?
Yes, my name is Unicorn. Well, it's Einhorn.
I knew it.
I was the unicorn killer, of course.
Yeah. That's why you're here.
Is that why I'm here?
Yep.
Here's what I was told. I was told it's because I didn't have my receipts.
Well, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
They gave you an explanation when you came in?
Yeah. The guy behind me, he went to hell because he was Jewish and he ate marshmallows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's tough.
It's real tough.
He got
Gelatin
outfoxed.
isn't everything.
Yeah. Now he's eating marshmallows forever.
Well, so there's a silver lining.
No, I don't think it's.
Well,
I don't think he enjoys it. It's like
he liked them enough to violate the dietary laws of his religion. So
He was curious.
no, I'm not. I'm not on his side. I'm just saying that.
Well,
now
I
he's-
am.
His hell is he's forced to
So
eat.
am I. I'm on his side too.
Okay, look, you
Me
know what?
too.
I feel like I can't get to break with you guys.
Well, we are in hell.
I know, but how come it seems more hellish for me than it does for you all?
Well, you don't know whose hell it is. Could be yours, could be hers, could be his, could be mine. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. As long as I'm here with you, this is not such a hell for me. This is all right.
that's-
You're saying that to me?
Am I?
Well, you were looking at me.
Well, I kind of looking over at Marge.
Wow, it's been a while since a gentleman said something that flattering to me.
Oh, thank you.
Now, is
Makes
this,
the lady feel like the only lady in the room. Golgotha, I apologize.
No, it's okay. I
No, just how it
understand.
feels. It's just how it feels.
Golgotha, is this small talk? I mean, come on.
Look, it doesn't feel like it's life or death to me.
Hey, I have a question.
Go ahead. In the corner?
Is there any way I can get transferred to a different hell?
Yeah, sure.
What do I have to do?
Oh, you fill out a W-4 form and then an I-28 and you take it over to the office. Of course not. We pick your circle of hell and that's where you live. What, are you racist? Because of me?
What?
'Cause
No.
I'm a female demon.
How would that make me racist?
Because it's a race. Demons are a race.
Well,
And
I
it's
mean,
sexist.
I'm terrified of you certainly because you're a demon and
Thank
you
you.
look very fearsome and you know I'm demonic if I may.
She's just a big pussycat.
Oh, purr.
Wow, there's a lot of chemistry going on between you and in the corner there.
But my name's Einhorn. Thank you very much.
I'm just respecting our keeper, and
Yeah.
she seems to have sort of a cute little thing going on. You guys got a little witty banter,
Well, like
Nichols and May.
little Ross and Rachel going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More gas, right? Nichols and May, classic. It's a dentist bit. I'm a fan too. On the back of my shirt it says Nichols and May fan club.
So on the front. Now I know I just saw the.
It's an
on the
unbroken
back of the
chain
shirt.
between Elaine May and Marla Gibbs, if you ask me.
I guess
Yeah.
that's true. I can
Yeah.
see the evolution.
True.
Did you ever see that poster online? It was like the evolution poster, but it was Elaine May, and then she morphs into Marla Gibbs by the end.
Yeah.
I think I just realized I always thought of myself as a Sandra, but I'm really more of a Mary.
Who was Sandra? Was that
Where
Jack
did my
Kay?
life go wrong? Yeah, Jack K.
Yeah. Ooh.
Mary.
What she would say.
Mary, your dress is so.
Golgotha,
Yeah. In the corner?
were you always a demon?
Well,
I mean, you seem such a big comedy fan.
I wasn't always a demon.
What?
I'd like to sign up for the college improv troupe.
Okay. Do you have any improv training?
No, just a big fan. I've watched a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyway? The British version.
I guess that's a little better, but let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever told you that for a girl, your voice is a little off-putting?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be difficult for you to do characters and stuff if they all sound like that. Can you do other voices?
Yeah, I'm great at it. Go ahead, just rapid fire.
What do you want, like celebrity names or
Sure,
something to do
go
impressions?
ahead.
Okay. I don't know. Marla Gibbs.
227.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay. Too good?
That's not what I was going to say.
Can you just excuse us for one moment, please?
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
want
yeah.
to have a really quick conversation with my colleague.
This is going to be good. Oh, gotta go.
The thing is, like, we said we were going to do more diversity stuff in the improv troupe.
Right.
And so, like,
Well, you saw I asked her to do Marla Gibbs.
no, and I mean, I don't mean diversity material. I mean, all black people are funny. That's not what I was
course they are.
talking about. We'll do plenty of that minstrel stuff when we get to it.
Right.
I'm talking about the auditions here. And I just felt like we don't have any women that look like that. I mean, I understand she's got a big pink boner here, but she's real confusing to look at.
Janine, this is what I'm saying. Like, between the way she looks and the way she sounds.
She's funny.
Well, but on purpose or by accident?
Does it matter as long as it sells tickets? I mean, like, I can't live through another bake sale.
A good point.
You know?
Okay, let's go back.
Janine, I'd like to talk to you about the improv bake sale.
Okay. Yeah, gosh, is it that time of year again?
Well, it's really just a series of complaints from the last one. I just want to sort of straighten it all out ahead of time.
Sure.
Now, you kept on bringing up race. Just, here's a brownie, like a brown person. Not appropriate.
Delicious. So, like a positive.
Not appropriate. Never appropriate.
Well, that's like really weird coming from an Irish person, but okay, go on.
Actually, I'm from Wales.
Oh, that's like a natural mistake, though, because like I'm not from either of those places.
You are from, I'm going to guess by your accent, Racine, Wisconsin.
That is so close. I'm from northern Michigan, actually, like right up here.
Mm-hmm. That was more Detroit where you were there.
No, I'm in the UP, like near Traverse City, sort of.
Oh, all right.
But not, I mean, near Traverse City, like they have a film festival there.
Janine, if you mention race again, I'm afraid I'm going to have to expel you from the improv group.
Okay.
All right. Well, then let's
So, like,
put her on the team.
I just can't do another breakdown.
No, I know,
because
I know.
it's like, this is my whole life here. It's
I know,
like, it's
Janine,
the whole reason I
okay.
came to college was hoping to do, you know, I said second SCTV program and like, I was like, this is me.
All right, Janine. We'll put her in the group. But like,
We don't have to. I just was like making a case for her. That's all. But like, you know, we have both got a vote and they're equal and all that.
all right. Well, let's put her in or whatever. I don't know. Oh, she's gone. Wait, so you never got to be on the team?
No, I got called into hell.
Wait, right after?
All of a sudden, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well-
what do you mean you got called into hell?
Here's something you guys might not know. Little trade secret.
Choke on a gobstopper or something?
Yeah. And then I
Oh,
tripped.
that's exactly what
Then
happened?
I fell into a hellmouth. I tripped. There was one out behind.
So it's just an
What?
accident.
Yeah, it was covered in leaves.
Were you even a bad person? I mean,
I don't think so, but it's all objective, you
And,
know.
were you living an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer or is this real?
Yeah, no, this is real, although I do enjoy that show. Snappy dialogue.
So it's like, but there's so much action too.
Yeah.
And I just love the whole mythology of the
Oh,
whole
I
thing.
heard it.
Oh, Golgotha.
Oh.
Golgotha.
Yeah, in the corner.
This is starting to feel like the Ninth Circle.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, stop.
Do you, I wish. Do you ever feel like you have unfinished business and maybe you'd like to return to Earth and do some improv comedy?
You know, I never did get to play that one game of sit, stand, and lean.
Well, Golgotha, I tell you what, it would kind of relieve the monotony for us here. Why don't we all go up to the surface and we'll get you to do some improv?
Yeah, Marge knows that great, that brunch open mic, that Momedy show.
That's right, at Clifton's
At
Cafeteria.
Clifton's Cafeteria.
Oh,
Oh, God, if I could get back on that mic.
Oh, man, this might be really a chance for all of us to kind of, have a second chance.
Yeah. Golgotha, what do you say? Can you take us up to the surface?
Maybe, but if I did, I could be risking my job here. You're not supposed to take people up above.
Well, what's the worst thing that could happen if you get found out?
Yeah.
Well, they'll flay me alive, and then they'll take the little pieces of me and make smaller me's and flay those alive, and then I'll be stuck in here, my own circle of hell.
Want to risk it?
Where I have to watch Zardoz repeat.
Is that really that bad?
I'm not a fan, personally.
I've never seen it.
They just know that about me.
Right. Well, do you want to risk it?
Oh, hell. Why not?
Oh, hell indeed. Let's go, guys. Back to Earth. Uh-oh. Golgotha is going to complete her improv journey. But now
so-
she looks like a demon. What's going to happen? We're going to find the fuck out when Spontaneanation returns to you.
Are you ready for some football fantasy style? All my fantastical friends are coming over tonight. Football. Your season-long fantasy football team may be going strong, but you don't have to wait until week 16 to get Piz-Aid. That's paid, said in a fun way. Put your fantasy skills to the test and don't pretend like you don't have fantasy skills. Maybe you feel like you shouldn't brag about them, that it's boastful, but scripture says don't hide your light under a bushel. You got fantasy skills. Brag about them and put them to the test every week this season at DraftKings.com, America's favorite one-week fantasy football site. One-week fantasy means no season-long commitments. Oh, imagine being committed to a whole season of football, of weather. If like you were stuck with spring, you committed to it? Not for me. I don't like to get tied up. Got an injured player? No problem. It's like a new season every week. You're never stuck with the same players. So let's say in real life, some guy's thigh bone cracks in half. It's not your problem. That is strictly his problem. Presumably his family's problem if he's lucky enough to have found love. And get this. DraftKings is crowning a new millionaire every week this season. What? New millionaire crownings? This is unprecedented. You could turn your love of football into a life-changing payday. No other hobby can say that. Stamps? You know how hard it is to find that one stamp with the upside-down airplane? It's easier to find an airplane with an upside-down stamp. Just pick your players, pile up the points, and pick up your cash. That is it. Now, believe me, guys, I'm asking you to believe me on this. You have never experienced football like this before. You know that I'm serious when I'm shifting into Alec Baldwin mode. This isn't fantasy as usual. This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time. Hurry to DraftKings.com now, and use promo code PFT to play for free for a shot at $1 million in this week's Millionaire Maker event, the MME. Enter PFT for free entry now, only at DraftKings.com. DraftKings.com. That's DraftKings.com.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Clifton's Cafeteria. We're trying something a little new today.
Like some more blood orange juice back here.
Orange juice, right up.
Trying something new. Instead of momedy, we're going to have some improv comedy. It might involve moms. It might not. I don't know how improv works.
Your mom. Oh, Bert.
That's rude. That's rude. I am burnt. I will grant you that. Okay, so we have a troupe. Now I'm going to caution you that they're...
Honey, how'd the MC go today?
Today was it was challenging. It was challenging.
I noticed just a lot of tears on your bow tie.
It's because I was crying. Mm-hmm. People, it's the same audience week after week. They don't respect me, and
That's not true.
Oh, it's true, honey. They keep yelling out their orange juice orders. They keep insulting me.
JJ.
They tell me how to do my job.
Come on. You didn't quit the bank just to give up now?
It's been 5 years, and I'm still just the MC at Clifton's Cafeteria, and no one listens to me.
And the chief busboy. And the chief busboy. JJ, I didn't marry a quitter.
Sarah, maybe you did. Maybe you married a loser.
So, just to get this straight, we are offering you a $200,000 raise with a really lucrative stock option package. Mm-hmm. And 23%, I think, is the number we arrived at of any of the business that you bring in.
Well, that's certainly...
So that would bring your annual compensation to somewhere in the $1.2 million range.
That's certainly a generous offer. A word I did not hear in there was comedy. I respectfully decline.
I don't know that we ever really talked about the details of your raise.
Did we not?
I don't think so.
Oh, I could have sworn that I told you that I was offered $1.2 million.
No, you just kind of came home and said, honey, I'm going to be in the showbiz, like that.
And here I am.
Yeah, and you got that straw boater hat and that cane.
That's right, my striped blazer.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that ever, is the bank still open?
Which branch?
Any branch.
Well, it's 6 p.m. now, so probably not.
Oh, I guess you're probably late for the show then, huh?
Yeah, well.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll try again next week. I just want to put today out of my mind. Okay, Cliftons. Just before we bring this team on,
I can't find my underpants.
Underpants up.
No, now that can't. How could you mistake that for an order?
It's lingo for an omelet.
What? Don't answer me.
Sorry.
And also, no, it's not. No one would. The nickname, the short order cook nickname for an omelet would not be underpants.
You don't know that?
No, they have a story, Adam and Eve on a raft. It's like, forget it. Listen.
Well, listen, fella, if you're going to go out to Hollywood and become some big fancy MC, I suppose I could let you work here in my greasy spoon kitchen for a couple weeks.
Oh, it would mean quite a lot to me.
No, I don't want to be forward or nothing, but are you familiar with all the cookie talk we use around these places?
Oh, I love cookie talk. I'm pretty well versed in it.
All right, throw a couple at me then. I'm going to have, I'll have 2 eggs over easy with a side avocado.
Oh, okay. California dream and assassinate the president.
Assassinate the JFK.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was close, though. You got to admit.
I don't know if this is going to work out at all.
Please give me a chance, please. This is my entree into comedy.
I want 2 orders of rye toast. Hold the butter.
Okay. The seeds and stems. Look out! Here come the feds.
All right, fella. I'll give you a chance.
Thank you. You won't be sorry, Mr. Bainbridge.
That's Cookie Bainbridge.
I'm sorry, Cookie Bainbridge. All right, so here's what I'm trying to say to you people, is that this improv team you're going to see, they might look a little strange. One of them looks like she's wearing a demon costume.
You look like you're wearing an asshole costume.
Okay. It's a traditional showbiz wear. It's a striped blazer, bow tie, straw boater, and a cane. I don't know why that makes me an asshole.
You look like a riverboat gambler.
Well, I'm not. So there's a heckler comeback for you.
God damn it.
Anyway, I'm trying to prepare you people for some terrifying performers you're about to see on the stage. One looks like a demon. The other 3 are just all burnt to shit. Please welcome, what was the name again?
3 ashes and a cinder.
3 ashes and a cinder.
Woo!
Hi, everybody. We're 3 ashes and a cinder. We're gonna do some improvising for you.
You're doing great.
Line.
Yeah.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Marge, you are so supportive.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, you know what? I got your back.
I got your back.
Hey, guys.
I got your front.
Guys, okay, the audience is just staring at us. Hey, everyone. So what we need is a suggestion of a topic, a small talk topic of conversation. Anytime you're ready, sir, we really need that. You're the only audience member.
I had oh boy. What about does it have to be like small talk? Because I'm thinking like presidential or I don't know.
Just a word. We just need a word or a phrase or anything. Just say something.
Murder.
Okay, murder. I heard murder. So we'll do a scene now based on murder. Go, Gotha. Take it. You start.
Yes, and I will eat all of your souls, and you will burn in an eternity of fire and despair. None will be able to save you.
Oh.
I clapped someone else in.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Somebody please save me.
Margaret, you go. You have comedy experience.
Hey, fellas. Can I take your order?
Yes, I'll have club salad sandwich. Please don't murder me.
Club salad sandwich. Okay.
I'll have a regular sandwich.
And I will eat the eyes of your children in a hell of your own creation. Guys, I can't do this.
What?
All I know is my job.
Oh, you're doing great. You were doing great.
Hey, we gotta take a quick break. So please enjoy your MC while we go get ready for our second set. Golgotha, what is going on?
I don't know. I tried to clear my mind, and all I can think of is work.
But this is like your chance. This is your thing.
I know. I just, maybe it's been too long. Maybe I should just leave and go back to the 10th circle of hell no one talks about.
You still got it, Golgotha. It's in there and it's buried deep, but you've got it. And I believe in you. And as a comedian, a professional comedian.
Which she is.
Who has done a lot of comedy at this place and to the exclusion of all other places.
Not my place.
Guys, do you mind?
You cut it with a knife.
I just want to say I think you're a natural and that you've got this.
Sister child friend. I appreciate that.
Let's go out there. You take the suggestion, you take control, and know that we have your back.
Okay, well, you've broken my cane, so I hope you feel good about yourself. I'm just trying to kill time until the improv team feels like they are ready to come back out on stage.
I got throw these flapjacks at your face.
Flapjacks.
No, don't throw. No,
What are-
stop it! Stop throwing flapjacks at my face. Who out here has a job for a living?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know. Look, I was almost a millionaire. What am I doing?
What?
Skip it. Forget it. That's a story for another time.
That's a pretty interesting idea. What now?
Right. Well, I used to work at a bank, and I was offered a raise that amounted to $1.2 million a year, and I turned it down because I wanted to get into show business.
As what?
As this, I'm doing it.
You look like a ventriloquist dummy.
Without the ventriloquist.
Oh, what? Who's this lady now?
I was hiding behind the pillow this whole time.
Weird drunk lady.
Hey, that's not cool.
Yeah.
The things you
What's
say to
wrong
me are
with you?
1,000 times worse.
Hey, you can't. She can't help it.
She can't help being drunk.
I have a disease. Alcoholism is a disease.
That's real.
All right, listen. Hey, Cookie, back there in the kitchen, could you just yell out some random cookie talk while I go find out what's going on backstage?
Sure. We got 2 lame Parisians. Order up.
Guys, there's supposed to be a show going on. They hate me, and
You are covered in eggs.
yeah, no kidding. At least, and that's obscuring the flapjacks, which is the base of what I'm covered with.
Delicious.
No, look. Oh, that's so unnerving. You guys, these people are waiting for a show. They don't like me. We need something to happen here.
Golgotha, this is it.
Let's do it.
It's time.
Okay, well, I'm gonna leave here and go to the bank and see how good I am at begging, and
Maybe this is your chance too.
to get my job back after years and years and years.
No, would you like to join 3 ashes and 2 cinders?
Am I one of the cinders?
You are now.
Guys, let's go out there and do this. What are we doing again?
An improv set.
Okay, let's go out there and do this.
All right, folks. We are 3 ashes and 2 cinders. And we need a suggestion for a place where people might work, like an Arby's or a Dairy Queen.
Bank.
Did you say Hank?
Bank.
Bank.
That's implosive. It's a hard B.
I heard a bank. Be careful, sir.
What's wrong with your bat ears?
I will fierce.
Hey,
They don't work.
buddy. You don't want to. This
just-
is not a good idea.
They're just bad sheep.
Golgotha, it's all right.
You're
Just-
right.
Yeah.
You're right. I'll see you later in hell. But for now, we take you to a bank.
Oh, hello. I'm the bank. I'm the bank person. I have a lot of. You bring the money and then I hide it from you. Oh.
This is not going well.
Hey, I was wondering if you could go into the vault and lift up that giant mattress
No, we're not allowed.
and get some of my money from under it.
Can I talk to you for a second? You're not supposed to just say no to stuff. All right, I'm sorry. Let's try again. Ask me again.
I was wondering if you could go into that vault and lift up your mattress and get me some of the money that you stuff under it in your bank.
Yes, here it all is.
What?
Here it all is.
Oh.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to buy a house with it.
I'm happy for you. It's a good investment.
Do you want to know anything else about me?
What color will the house be?
That's not really about me, but it'll be green.
Yes.
Okay, because you like the color green.
Because it came that way.
Keep improvising small talk. Yes.
Have you met my sister, Peggy?
Yes, and I am her sister.
Hi, Peggy.
Hi.
I'm the bank person.
I'm the bank customer sister, and can I have bologna? Wait,
Shh. Yes, here's all the bologna from the bank. What color is your house?
it is yellow, like the hot flames of hell.
Wow, there's a lot of chemistry going on between the two of you.
We cut to these two on a date.
Hi, welcome to TGI Fridays. I'm Roscoe. Can I get you guys a bloomin' onion or something like that?
Yes, I work at the bank.
And
Yes, and I work at the bank.
yes, and I like bologna, and my house is yellow.
All right. A flower for the lady?
Yes.
Yes, and I will have this flower.
And you take it.
Yes, and now I have a flower.
And we did it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, great. Now we need a suggestion for a way to sneak out of a cafeteria that no one will notice while there's a show going on.
Drunk lady behind the pillar's having a stroke.
I was gonna say same thing. Same thing.
Was that a suggestion or is that what's happening right
That
now?
is literal description of the goings on in the back of this room.
Same thing. Same.
Okay,
Help?
let's run with it.
Help. Help.
Marge.
Help me with more wicker before I go.
Marge, while this human tragedy is taking place, I think we could probably get away from Golgotha and actually not
quickie?
go back to hell.
Oh, I thought you meant a quickie.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
By the way, Jonathan, is that your plan? Because clearly that's what I was trying to do, and you're just taking credit for it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, finders keepers, losers users.
How do you always have the perfect comeback?
Well, you should have bought my book. What do you think, guys? Now's the time.
Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Are we still doing the scene?
Yes,
Oh,
and we are.
JJ. Oh my God. Those people still have dirty dishes on their table.
What? That's impossible.
Quick, go, guys. Let's go.
Hey, now I'm the character of the busboy, who's doesn't work here, but is just the MC.
Be the character of the guy who puts his wallet in her mouth.
For a stroke?
Yeah.
Isn't that an epileptic seizure thing?
I'm not a doctor.
Also, even as she was having the stroke, she was singing about liquor. Should we be that concerned?
My mouth is open, pretty. More wicker before I go.
All right, let's get back to the action on stage. And hey, what happened? Golgotha, was it?
Yeah.
What happened to the other cinders or ashes?
They're right. Son of a bitch.
You guys, we did it. We escaped from hell.
We did it.
It's really a chance for us to kind of start over, I think.
The three of us?
Well,
You
in
know,
maybe two different stories.
Or
So we go back to our marriage and you just go publish another book or whatever?
Sounds like the same stories to me. I'm thinking of different stories.
I was thinking, what's the opposite of hell? Maybe we could open an ice cream shop together.
The three of us?
Well, someone's got to run it.
Okay, but so
That's
you guys, me? I gotta run the ice cream
Well, we're
store?
just too busy falling in
No, go ahead and say it.
in co-working.
No, guys, I think I see what's going on here.
We all see it.
Who are you?
I'm an angel from heaven.
What?
Yes.
You're so beautiful.
Thank
Wow,
you.
look at those gossamer wings.
Wow, like a big ball of light.
Oh, you three. I'm here to take you to the next place.
To an ice cream store?
Where?
Heaven.
Heaven?
Heaven.
What's heaven like?
It's like an ice cream store that never closes and is never too cold Sometimes they're too cold.
Sometimes they are too cold. Yeah.
And then you get colder
It puts
when
you off
eat
the
it.
ice cream.
Yeah.
You eat it and you get colder.
It's not
Yeah.
cakey flaky. I like a cakey flaky.
I like a
But
cakey
it's
flaky.
nice when it's humid outside.
Yes.
You come into a cold ice cream store, you get ice cream, you have your cold ice cream, and then you go back outside and it's hot, and it feels great on your skin.
And your
So,
nipples
like-
are just like bang.
Is it like that?
Yes, my child.
Will our nipples be erect all the time?
Yes. And you can run your fingers over them as you enjoy your ice cream in heaven.
Truly. This does
Are you
sound.
drowning?
A little bit. This is my hell to be your angel.
Wait,
Forever.
this is confusing.
JK, y'all.
Whoa, you got
So
got us.
jokes in heaven.
Have fun.
All right, well, I'm ready if you guys are to go to heaven.
With you.
Well, all of us,
Not how I
right?
pictured it, but oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's all go. You go first.
Oh, okay, here I go. And what is your name, sweet spirit?
My name is barely discernible by human ears, but you would pronounce it as oh.
Okay, well, I'm not going to
Says,
say
says
that.
Troy on your name tag.
Oh yes, Troy.
Oh, Troy. Troy,
Oh, is
let's-
how I say it.
Sure. Troy?
Is that Esperanto?
Yes. In heaven, we always partly speak Esperanto. Ukaul Hansmunda Futschwand.
Such an aspirational language.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
understand.
means hope.
I feel like I'm starting to understand your vocage.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It's happening. Troy,
Yes.
take me to heaven.
Yes. My child, I will take you to heaven.
Bye, guys. Bye.
We'll be right behind you.
I know you won't, you fucking liars.
I'm already in heaven with you, sweetheart.
This is really, you know what though? No, it's just us. Like 20% less exciting than it was. When it was
You know, it's like when you're like, it's like having like sex in the staircase or something like that.
Ooh,
The danger of getting caught. It's very exciting.
right. Yes, let's go have sex on a staircase.
I like that idea.
Yeah, we're back.
Well, there you have it. It all worked out.
What about the people in the restaurant?
What? Nope. Nope. We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know what happened to them. But see, that's the great part is the audience can then fill in their own story of what happened to the people in the restaurant in Clifton's cafeteria. If you're ever in Los Angeles, please go downtown Los Angeles and visit Clifton's Cafeteria, a real place that actually exists. It's got a real sportsman's lodge feel to it, and I think there's some taxidermy, if I'm not misremembering. Jessica Chaffin,
Sir,
where can people find you online? I know, what a tiresome question.
well, only because I'm so bad at it. At Ronna and Beverly or at Jessica Chaffin, I guess.
There you go.
Yeah. But check out the Ronna and Beverly podcast, also on the Earwolf Network, if you would.
That's right. It's an hilarious podcast. I have been a guest on it on a couple occasions. I have been a guest on the live show.
You're our most frequent guest.
That can't be so.
You're the person we've had the most.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
Justin Kirk will be sorry to hear that.
Good.
I tell him he is, but he's not.
Well, how do I know? You don't just tell me
You
that.
could just count. You could try counting.
Is it listed somewhere? Is there a master list of appearances?
Yes.
I bet there is. Somebody's
Yeah.
probably done that.
That someone is probably in my mind, but yes. No, you are. You are.
All right.
There it is. There it is.
I'll take that as truth in the same way that Justin Kirk takes it as his truth. But please do check out the Ron and Beverly podcast because it is hilarious. Upcoming guests include Joshua Malina, probably.
Fingers crossed.
Hal Lublin.
Yeah.
Where can people find you online?
Find me at Hal Lublin on Twitter. You can subscribe to We Got This with Mark and Hal on iTunes. And because it's the middle of September.
Hold on, Hal, I'm going to
Yes.
stop you right there.
What?
Where else can people listen to the podcast that's not iTunes? Because I'm the one that's going to hear it,
Are you
not
one
you.
of those?
I'm not one of those. Look,
Guys.
the people, the Android people, they're becoming more and more vocal.
Look, anywhere.
They're getting uppity.
Well, then let me calm them down. Wherever and however you digest your podcasts,
There you
we're
go.
available. We have an RSS feed.
Who hosts your podcast? Libsyn, something like that?
Libsyn right now, but who knows? We're recording this in the past for the future. We may be on a network by time this episode drops. So who knows
By
where
time
we are.
this episode drops,
Yes, you'll find.
you find you like.
Yes, he's good. And also, just upcoming at New York Comic Con, we're going to be recording a live episode
There we go.
with possibly with someone in this room.
Possibly. This
Possibly.
is part of Super Week.
Super Week.
That's right.
Yes.
It's a week of superlatives.
Chris Tallman, I can't wait.
I know. How exciting.
Speaking of Chris Tallman,
Hello.
Chris, where can people find you online?
Well, I am the most common guest on Ron and Beverly, so you could probably check me out on any one of those episodes.
Now, have you been told that? Have you been told that?
Yeah, Jessica just held up like a dry erase board, and she was like a finger pointing to me.
But other than that, where can people find you?
Online, I am at Mr. Chris Tallman on Twitter and Instagram. The Thundermans rolls strong.
Season 3.
Season 3, we're up and running, and it's doing great. And if you like your superheroes and fart jokes, probably.
Sure.
I think there's a lot of that.
You don't even have to like both of those things. There's plenty of both.
I'd like to meet
So if you like the
per-
one, it's there.
Yeah.
The other stuff is a garnish. However you slice it up
Yeah.
to your personal tastes.
Yeah.
I'd like to meet the person who likes one of those that doesn't like the other one.
Oh, they're out there.
They're only the superhero. Well, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a Hadfield and McCoy somewhere of those
That's
two.
exactly right.
hate those superheroes. Like, the whoopee cushion's the only superhero this country ever invented.
This country. What's happening to this country?
Let's go build more bridges.
Joshua Malina, where can people find you online? I forgot to ask you earlier.
At Josh Malina on Twitter.
And Josh, you will engage with people on Twitter in the most hilarious way.
To the death.
It makes me laugh because some people engage with people and it comes off very angry and bitter. Yours is always funny. It's always funny.
You're very kind.
If you-
I'll meet you at your level.
That's the Josh Malina guarantee. Eban Schletter is Eban Schletter on Twitter. EbanSchletter.com is the place where you can find Eban Schletter's albums for sale, and you should buy them because Eban Schletter is only the best. Ladies and gentlemen, the next live Spontaneanation happens Saturday, August 1st at Largo at the Coronet. These shows are a lot of fun. You've just heard last week our live episode with Kumail Nanjiani. It was a ball. Please come out and experience this in person. It's so much fun. You can get tickets at paulftompkins.com/live. Rate us, this podcast. Rate us on the places where podcasts are rated. It helps out. Believe
Paul,
me, it really does. Yes.
You already had that show in August, right?
What's that? Yes, we did.
It went
Sorry.
great.
Sorry.
I think people loved it.
Our next one, they really did love it.
Our next one, Paul, you idiot, is Saturday, October 3rd with improvisers Drew Massey, Colleen Smith, and Victor Yared, my pals from No You Shut Up and regulars on Spontaneanation, and special interview guest Susanna Hoffs of the Bangles. She is absolutely delightful, and we're going to do a special song together. You will not want to miss it. Tickets are on sale now at paulftompkins.com/live. And now back to the Paul in the studio who doesn't know what day or time it is ever.
Come see us live at Largo at the Coronet. Special shout out to Josh Malina for knowing where we are in time. Wait, I had more things to plug. You can donate to the show if you want to help keep us going and keep Earwolf going at the Spontaneanation page at earwolf.com. And there's also forums where you can discuss the show with other people who enjoy the show. Why don't you do that? It's a lot of fun. Sometimes people like to engage each other with the question that is asked of our guest. This one, I think, would be very interesting to see what people have to say about what dessert thing they would eat forever and ever. Amen. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever until next week. This is Paul F. Tompkins saying, on behalf of myself and Eban Schletter, we love you, and we welcome you to love us in return. See you next week. Semper in Praesenti!
Again, we'd like to thank Oxybump for sponsoring today's Spontaneanation. All natural and unique, only Oxybump harnesses the power of oxygen to treat nasal congestion and sore throat. Their product line includes a children's cold and flu nasal spray, a sore throat spray, a hay fever allergy spray, and sinus congestion relief. Oxybump is infused with the finest sourced plant and mineral extracts and provides safe, non-addictive relief of congestion, allergies, cold, and sore throat. And it's available nationwide at Target. Just look for the bright and fun-colored boxes in the cough, cold, and allergy aisle. Or go to oxybump.com and enter code PFT20 for 20% off. Oxybump, oxygen-powered relief.
Hello, podcast listeners. It's me, Darren Toblerone. You might have heard me and my brother Aaron Toblerone on the California Supreme Wind Show, the only podcast all about California Supreme windows, just minutes from the 405, your number one spot to get great deals on windows, and now also door. But there are many more podcasts than just my brother's podcast. It's true, like with special guest Lauren Lapkus, for example. Every week she plays a different character, and she's the guest of someone else who's playing another character who's the host. It's complicated, but it's also not. But it's also great, almost like a jigsaw puzzle. Listen to this.
Get off your knees, you damn idiot.
Oh, I love you, Regina.
Stand up. I'm going to give you osteoporosis in your knees with my cane. Stand up, you idiot.
I will, Master.
Put on this ball gag, you bitch. Take it out. You liked it too much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mommy.
So sit by your favorite window and listen to with special guest Lauren Lapkus on earwolf.com, iTunes, or the podcast player of your choice. Doinky windows forever. Goodbye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich, Scott Ackerman, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com. The wolf dead.